The morning light, still soft and hazy, filtered through the worn blinds of the Brooklyn apartment, casting a gentle glow that signaled the start of a new day. It painted long, thin stripes across the hardwood floor, creating a pattern that danced with the subtle movements of the morning breeze. The aroma of coffee, rich and bold, filled the air, mingling with the scent of the city waking up outside. I took a slow sip, savouring the warmth and letting the caffeine chase away the last traces of sleep, preparing me for the adventures that lay ahead. Today was a day for exploring, for getting lost in the labyrinthine streets of New York City, where every corner held a new story waiting to be discovered. I looked out the window at the awakening city, the skyline bathed in the soft hues of dawn, promising endless possibilities. The streets below were already teeming with life, a bustling tapestry of movement and sound. People hurried along, their faces a mix of determination and exhaustion, each one a part of the city's relentless rhythm. Yellow cabs darted between buses, their horns blaring a symphony of urban chaos, a familiar melody to the seasoned New Yorker. This was the soundtrack of New York, the relentless pulse that never ceased, a constant reminder of the city's unyielding energy. I finished my coffee, the caffeine injecting a much-needed jolt of energy into my system, fueling my anticipation for the day's journey. It was time to hit the streets, to immerse myself in the vibrant chaos that awaited outside my door. Today, I was a tourist in my own city, eager to rediscover the familiar and embrace the unknown. First stop, Dumbo, where the old meets the new in a perfect blend of history and modernity. Dumbo. It stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, a name as quirky as the neighborhood itself, filled with vibrant energy and creativity. Once a desolate industrial zone, Dumbo has transformed into a haven for artists, hipsters, and anyone seeking a different perspective on the city. The old warehouses now house studios, galleries, and trendy cafes. Cobblestone streets, remnants of Dumbo's industrial past, led me through a maze of converted warehouses. Each corner seemed to tell a story of reinvention and creativity. Art galleries, their walls adorned with avant-garde creations, beckoned me inside. The art here is as diverse as the people who create it, ranging from abstract paintings to intricate sculptures. I paused, admiring a sculpture crafted from scrap metal, a testament to the neighborhood's gritty chic aesthetic. It was a perfect blend of raw materials and refined artistry, but the real showstopper was the view. The Manhattan skyline, an awe-inspiring panorama of glass and steel, dominated the horizon. Each building seemed to reach for the sky, a symbol of ambition and progress. The East River, a shimmering ribbon of water, separated me from that iconic vista. Its gentle waves added a sense of tranquility to the bustling cityscape. This was a view best enjoyed in the morning light, before the city fully roared to life. The soft glow of dawn cast a magical hue over the skyline. I felt a sense of awe, a reminder of the sheer scale and ambition of this city. It was a moment of reflection, a pause in the midst of the urban hustle. But it was time to move on. The streets of Dumbo had more stories to tell, more art to discover. The Brooklyn Bridge, that majestic symbol of New York's indomitable spirit, awaited. Its towering arches and sweeping cables were a testament to human ingenuity and determination. The Brooklyn Bridge. More than just a bridge, it's a symbol of human ingenuity, a testament to the audacity of dreaming big. Completed in 1883, it was a marvel of engineering, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn for the first time. Walking across the bridge is a rite of passage for any New Yorker. The wooden planks beneath my feet, worn smooth by countless footsteps, whispered tales of generations past. I imagined the workers who toiled tirelessly, risking their lives to build this iconic structure. The wind whipped through the steel cables, creating a low hum that resonated through my bones. It carried with it the scent of salt air and a faint hint of exhaust fumes, a uniquely New York aroma. Below, boats chugged along the East River, dwarfed by the immensity of the bridge. As I reached the Manhattan side, I looked back at the receding Brooklyn waterfront. Dumbo, with its cobblestone streets and converted warehouses, seemed a world away. Manhattan's Chinatown. A vibrant tapestry of sights, sounds and smells, it's a sensory experience unlike any other. The moment you step into this bustling neighborhood, you're transported to a different world. The air buzzed with a frenetic energy, a palpable excitement that seemed to pulse through the very streets themselves. I was immediately enveloped in a cacophony of honking taxis, street vendors hawking their wares, and the clatter of mahjong tiles from a nearby park. The sounds blended together, creating a unique symphony of urban life. The streets were a riot of colour, with vibrant signs and decorations that seemed to compete for attention. Red lanterns, strung across the narrow streets, cast a warm glow on the bustling sidewalks below. Their soft light added a touch of magic to the already enchanting atmosphere. Shop windows overflowed with exotic goods, each one a treasure trove waiting to be explored. I saw dried fish hanging next to glistening ducks, their heads still attached, a testament to the authenticity of the market. Herbs and spices I couldn't even name filled the air with their pungent aromas, each one more intriguing than the last. I wandered through the narrow streets, marveling at the sheer variety of ingredients on display. Every corner seemed to offer something new and unexpected. Live turtles and frogs sat in plastic tubs, their fate uncertain, adding an element of raw reality to the scene. I wasn't sure if I should be fascinated or horrified, but I couldn't tear my eyes away. Chinatown is a feast for the senses, a reminder of the incredible diversity that makes New York the melting pot of the world. It's a place where every visit feels like a new adventure, full of discoveries waiting to be made. Section 5. Soho's Creative Spirit. South of Houston Street, or Soho as it's known, is a neighborhood that pulsates with a different kind of energy. Gone was the frenetic chaos of Chinatown. In its place was a more refined, artistic vibe. Soho's cobblestone streets, lined with cast-iron buildings, exuded a sense of history and grandeur. These architectural marvels, once home to textile factories, now housed art galleries, designer boutiques and trendy restaurants. I strolled past galleries, showcasing everything from abstract expressionism to cutting-edge digital art. The creativity was palpable, a tangible energy that seemed to emanate from the very walls. Soho was a reminder that New York is a city where dreams are made, where artists and innovators flock to make their mark. But even in this haven of creativity, there was a sense of change. The grit that once defined Soho was slowly being polished away, replaced by a more polished veneer. Section 6. Central Park's Tranquil Heart. In the heart of Manhattan, a green oasis offered respite from the concrete jungle. Central Park, a sprawling expanse of nature, was my next destination. Here, amidst the towering skyscrapers and relentless urban hum, I found a moment of tranquility. I strolled along the winding paths, the sounds of the city fading into the background. Joggers pounded the pavement, their faces etched with determination. Families picnicked on the sprawling lawns, their laughter carried on the gentle breeze. This was New York at its most serene. I rented a rowboat and glided across the still waters of the lake. The city skyline, framed by the lush greenery of the park, provided a stunning backdrop. For a moment, I could almost forget I was in the middle of one of the most densely populated cities on Earth. Central Park is a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there's always a place to find peace. Section 7. Times Square's dazzling lights. As dusk settled over the city, I found myself drawn to its beating heart, Times Square. The intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue, a place where the energy of New York City reaches a fever pitch. The billboards, a kaleidoscope of flashing lights and vibrant colors, illuminated the night sky. Tourists and locals alike thronged the sidewalks, their faces a mixture of awe and bewilderment. Street performers, from breakdancers to musicians, vied for attention, their performances adding to the sensory overload. It was overwhelming, chaotic, and utterly captivating. Times Square is the embodiment of New York's energy, a place where dreams and ambition collide. Section 8. Reflections on a Bridge. I found myself back on the Brooklyn Bridge, this time heading home. The city lights, now ablaze, twinkled like a million fireflies scattered across the darkness. The air was cooler now, carrying with it the faint scent of autumn. As I walked, I reflected on the day's journey. From the artistic haven of Dumbo to the sensory overload of Chinatown, from the creative spirit of Soho to the tranquil heart of Central Park, and finally to the dazzling lights of Times Square, I'd experienced the many faces of New York City. Section 9. The city that never sleeps. New York is a city of constant motion, a place where something is always happening, day or night. It's a melting pot of cultures, a collision of dreams and aspirations, a symphony of noise and light, dazzling and chaotic. It's a city that can be overwhelming and exhilarating, gritty and glamorous all at the same time. And that's what makes it so damn fascinating and unforgettable. Section 10. A new day awaits. As I reached my Brooklyn apartment, I felt a sense of contentment. I had spent the day reacquainting myself with a city I thought I knew. But New York is full of surprises, always evolving, always revealing something new. Tomorrow I knew the city would wake up and reinvent itself once again, and I couldn't wait to see what it had in store for me.